Hello, I'm alive. Yep. Today we are doing LC2493. We are attempting LC2490. It's a hard problem, and I am not very confident about my skills on hard problems. So, especially graphs. If it's DP or something, I can still figure out, but graphs is a little difficult. So, let's see. Uh, cool. So, what is the question? Let's see. Given up, I know it's a graph because I saw this. Like, and obviously, I haven't read the questions. You are given a positive integer n representing number of nodes in a undirected graph. So, graphs. The nodes are labeled from 1 to n. You are given a to the integer array edges where edges of I is equals to A to B bidirectional edge. Graphs can be disconnected. Okay. Divide the nodes into groups of m indexes such that each node in a graph belongs to exactly one group. Okay, each node belongs to one group. For every pair of nodes that are in the connected edge, A or B, A belongs to group X, B belongs to group Y, and Y minus X is equals to one absolute value. Return the maximum number of groups into which they can divide. Return maximum if it is impossible to group the nodes in a given condition. So how can we figure this out? Let's try to see some example. Scoundrel is doing something there. So if I have a graph of, let's say, 1 and there's 2. In this case, this will should give us -1, I guess. Okay. So answer is 3. How is the answer 3? Let's see this example. 6. Oh, there's an edge from 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 2 to 3. Hmm. I have no clue how we will do this. I can see some BFS where I can do a BFS starting from 5, then somewhere some BFS. I'm not very sure. Mm, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. So one is in one group. Two should be in another group. So two can't be in the same group. And this distance will be 1. 3 should also be in that group. But as 3 and 2 are connected, they can't be in that same group. So therefore, we will get -1 as answer. If there's only 1, 2, then one will belong to one group, this will belong to another group, and this will belong to another group. Okay, 3 groups. So if there was only one group, then if I start from 1, then 4, if we do a BFS from 1, then 5, 4, 2 will be in another group, and then 6, 3 will be in the later group. Now we do a BFS from 5, I guess. If we did not have this edge, then can I have 2 and 4 as on different groups? Okay, let's try this out. Test cases, reset test cases. If I don't have 2 to 6, what will be the answer? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be the 5 groups? 1, 2. These 2 groups will not change. 3, 4, 5, 6. So these two, 1, 2, group 3, group 4, group 5. Does not work. Group 3, group 4, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6. So this will not satisfy. So this has to be group 3. So group 3, this has, so where is the fifth group? Oh, okay, if we start from here, this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. It's group 1, group 2, group 4, group 3, group 4. No, it's not work. Group 1, group 2. This and this has to be in different groups. So adjacent has to be in different groups. So group 1, group 2, group 1, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 3, which does not work. So only these two can be in one group, I think. So this has to be a group. Rest of them can't be. And if there are 5 groups, we have to have one group of 2 elements. So let's see how can we form groups. Or these two can be in a group also. There are 3 possibilities, but let's try to see if they can form. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this does not work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This does not work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does not work. Okay, this does not work. So let's have 1, 2, 2. No, so 1, 2, 3. Does not work. 1, 2, 3, So how will I make five groups? I don't even understand the question. Ah, this one is tough. What is this guy doing? Pretty graph. Yeah, pretty graph, pretty graphy. Ah, I don't know. Do you have any idea what I can see? See, these are the topics that come into my mind. A BFS is coming, a union find is coming because there are components, obviously, and it's a hard problem, so multiple topics will be used. Probably some DFS. Right now, I can't even solve this problem also, like this example also, so I don't know. S- The answer should be five, but I don't know how to group it. One, two, three does not work. One, two, three, four. That does work, but we have only four elements. We want five. Uh, how will I even form this? How will I even form this? Five groups, five groups. Group number one, two, group number two, one, three, four. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I think I got it. We start from three, and that's how we make a five. So one, two, three, four, five. So yeah, it is BFS, and you have to find the height of. That's what we have to do, right? From all the elements, do we even have that kind of 500 B plus E? Yeah, we can. I'm thinking like if we can split into two groups, then each separate part find the maximum number of groups needed to avoid conflicts. Yes. If we can split into two groups, okay, and then for each separate part, find the maximum number of groups needed to avoid conflicts. Then some of these group counts. Okay. You mean like a divide and conquer, where you split into two groups. Okay. Not sure that's what you're asking. I also don't know. Split into two groups. How will you split into two groups and for each separate part find the maximum? Divide and conquer, I haven't seen a lot of divide and conquer in graphs, though it could be a novel idea. There's nothing that is unpermissible. Let's see. One idea that I am thinking is that find all the groups, all the components, and then do a BFS or Freud virtual something which gives me the height of the tree from all the points. That is the idea. Let's let's see. Do I want to write it? So the idea is find all the disconnected components. If this was another disconnected components called 7, so there will be two components. Now these two are in different groups that we know, and then we find the height of the maximum height from a point from this graph. Let's do that only. That is a good place to go. Can we optimize it? Maximum height from this point, from any point. Mm. Maximum height from any point. Maximum height from any point. How will I do that? From one, it would be one, two. From one, it would be one, two, three. From two, it would be one. Hmm. Let's look at the answer. It has been 25 minutes, I guess. So I planned 30 minutes, but or do I want to see if my answer works? Let's try it now. Let's try if my answers work. How will I find the components though? I need some way to also find the components. So that will also be a problem. So, because you didn't find, I can find the number of components. If there is a cycle between, also I will have to check if there is a cycle like 1, 4, 2 in one row if there is a cycle. Huh? I don't understand what you are saying. What who I don't know who is not the real tourist. Do I want to see the? Let's look at one hand. Bipartite. What is bipartite? Okay, bipartite can be colored with two colors such that two adjacent vertices have the same color, which means okay, it can be divided into two sets of graphs and not a bipartite is a bi. Okay, how to check if a graph is a bipartite graph? Cool. Then we can solve the problem. We can solve the problem for each connected component independently. The final be just the sum. Yeah, that I understand. We can do that. I need to solve the problem for each component. We can notice that if for some vertex we fix the question. Okay, so yeah, it is they are telling me what I figured out, but I don't know how I will code this. Coding this move is difficult. And coding this in one go. Okay, I know how I can do this. So how can I get the components? I know how can I get the components. So I can do this DSU and then all the elements whose parents are the same are the will form a distinct component. So that is how I can do that. So let's say this was not there. So these two will be the different components. So now I do DSU. So I add 5 to this, I add 4 to this, I add 6 to this. And at the end, I'll find and I add 3 to 2. And at the end, I'll have one as its own parent and two as its own parent. So I will know that there are two components, one's with all these nodes and another with all these nodes. That is okay. Now, all these elements, Kennedy's, Oh, I don't know if he is real or not. I don't think he will be real. If he's that famous to be on Code Forces, I don't know. Let's look though. Uh, YouTube channel. I don't think, but let's. Is this his channel? Oh my God! It seems like some guy. Uh, Gennady code. It seems like someone who is famous. Back 5 years ago, I was exposed to your stream in my. So could be the real guy also. That seems like the real tourist. Hey, hey, Kennedy. Seems like the real deal. Okay, so this is also what I came up with, and this is also from the hints that I will have to first find the disjoint sets or the sets, and then I will have to find the height of all these sets. Okay, okay. Let's do the SU first, and because I still get a little overwhelmed when I come across hard problems, and I wanna not do that. So let's 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 come to a bit baseline, and let's first do finding distances. So vector and rank, all of them rank are 0 and n+1 elements. Vector and parent or of 0 comma n comma 0 n+1 comma 0. Now for int I is equals to 1, I smaller than equals to n. I'm leaving the first zeroth one as of no use because I plus plus parent of I is equals to I. Okay, this is that for auto edge of edges. Yeah, I am kind of happy that a big stream, like big guy from Code Forces joined my channel. I'm very happy for that. Um, Thank you, Kennedy. Uh, Even if you are gone, but thank you. Um, so the SU. Okay, so I have an edge, and for every edge, I'll do union find of Beach of 0, comma, beach of 1. Okay. Now let us write the find parent and find parent and node. We get a node. If parent of node equals to node, then in that case, what we do, return node. So that is the node. Else of node. So we do relaxation here. And I don't know what we call that. So union find with path compression. We call it path compression. So we do path compression here. Find parent of cool return. Sorry. We have this find parent. Now let's do union find. So does my union find return me anything? I don't think so. I want anything from my union find. So if I want it, I'll see it later, but let's do find and A, comma, and B. We have two nodes. A is supposed to find. I know it's not a good way to do this because we want our functions to be pure, but at the end, in the like in DSA, I don't think it matters, but in production code or something you're developing, try to avoid this, like reassigning the input variables. Find parent of A, B is equals to find parent of B, and if rank of, so we should take rank out of here. Uh, rank vector int. So vector int. Okay. Equals to if rank of A is greater than rank of B, then A becomes the parent, so parent of B is equals to A. Else if rank of B greater than rank of A, then pair of A is equals to B. And finally, else One thing I wanted to do, if let's take a little benefit out of a situation, let's take a little benefit out of this situation. You are great, bro. You are great. You have 59. uh, It is the real tourist. Okay, subscribe to Gennady, bro. Subscribe to this OG guy. Okay, if else rank are equal, so in that case, parent of anyone B is equals to A and of A plus plus. So I increase the rank. Let's debug and see, just look at what our answer is to this point of how does our rank looks like and parent look like. Okay, all of them have parent as one and rank of one is the greatest and we don't need anything else. So that is also cool. Huh, this works out. Now, now. Uh, we have all the parents now. So now I need to find the number of groups. So I would have to store all of them into a map or something. I will have the number of groups. That is not an issue. How can I find the height? I can do DFS to find the height or do BFS to find the height. But would I have to, is that compulsory that I find the height? It is 10 raised to power 4. So to find height, it will take me 10 raised to power n. And this will also take V plus E. So Obviously, at the end, it will be in the time complexity, but uh, hmm, should I do that only? I think yes. So let's make a map. Unordered map. So int comma vector and now group code. So what will for auto and I is equals to 1, I smaller than equals to n, I plus plus, okay, if group of, so I guess simply do group of parent of I dot push back I. Okay. So by this, I will have all the groups, I think. One will have one, two, three, four, five, six. So yeah, that makes sense. Now, if I let's not have one edge, let's say not have one to five, will I have two groups? Let's see, does this work? I know I check a lot, but I'm at the very beginning stage of my journey, and it is difficult for me. So, uh, I prefer to take a lot more steps. Everyone starts from somewhere. So yeah, there are two groups. That also makes sense. So you can reset the test cases and yeah, so we have finally divided it into two groups. Now we can have um an answer for each group. I have to find the maximum height. This is a very time complexity wise, this is a very bad solution. And I was hoping I could get something better, but the hints also suggest such solution. So I need to check something one minute. Uh, let's see if this works out or we can improve it. But I think we can also do that logic here only, where we have to make an adjacency list. Do we have to make an adjacency? Ah, is there a way where we can just get this answer while did this TSU? I don't think so. So we have this now. Ah, for groups, we take one group and max height is equals to 0, vector and v equals to second v elements. So for all the elements, we find the max height. So we make an adjacency list also. So unordered map int comma vector and adj. We have this adjacency list. Now, oh, now where do I fill? We fill this adjacency list here. adj you know, dot push of 1 and vice versa 1 0 because it is a bidirectional mm, graph. We have group the second max height is equals to max of so for really so really the ELES max height is equals to max of max height comma find height of ELE. Ugh. Uh, I will have to write this find height function, and I think that should be it. Just let's see if I'm missing something. Yeah, so only the find height is that. So and find height and node. So we have a node. Answer is equals to 0. For ed j of no neighbor or neighbor of adjacent of node. Answer is equals to max of max of answer, comma, find height of neighbor. Uh, why is this wrong? Why is this wrong? Can you point out why this is wrong? Why is this wrong? Auto neighbor of adjacency of node. So this will give us a adjacency of node will be a vector, neighbor will is yeah, this seems correct. Mm, let's try to debug. Node is 1, answer is 0, neighbor will be 2, node is 2, neighbor is okay, okay, I get that. Uh, okay, we have to also have a visitor. This is this right now. Uh, should take this wish from here and put it here every time. For all the elements, wish becomes This of no equals to 1. So this should be mm, if this of node n- not equals to 0, minus 1 is this does not make that much sense. Um, what's the bool this? Info NEIGHBOO. This of 1 will become 2. Neighbor is 2. This of so 2 is not neighbor is 1. Does not go. Neighbor is 6. Will go. That should work. And we have a wrong answer. I should not do DFS. I should do a BFS. I should do a BFS. Q dot push. Q dot push. Q dot push node. Not Q dot empty. While not Q dot empty. What I do for int k is equals to size. Cool. I have Q dot size for for int I is equals to 0. I is smaller than k. I I plus plus for all the elements in the queue till that point. I it is equals to 1. I for all the elements the queue run pop q dot pop. Now q dot pop for adjacency of elements. What I do if not is if not visited of neighbor list list of neighbor is equals to 1. Q dot push neighbor. Why? I'm tired now. Ah, Is this correct? 998. I don't understand. I think I'm done. I'm done. Let's check out the solution. So the first, okay, this is very similar to mine, BFS unifying and depth. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, number of groups for component. Okay, this is something different. Uh, Similar logic, they added one more step where they checked that in one group there should not be deepest layer. They did that. I am done. My head is aching. I'm going.